friends, my name is Amanda and this is my channel, Amanda Colours. Welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful day and that you enjoy this video. So again, you will have to excuse me, I'm having a very breathless day. I'm quite congested in my sinuses, and being a bit breathless is also just part of my condition. But I wanted to come on today to continue my Learn With Me series. So it has been a popular series and it's something I've really enjoyed filming as I learn about new colouring products and how to use them and different techniques and things. So today's video I will be trying out the Caran Neocolor 2 Aquarelle Crayons. So these are soft crayons that can be water activated and they can kind of turn into almost like watercolors. So I purchased this little set here. It's 10, can't get open. Oh, it's 10 of the crayons. So we have a white, black, brown, green, blue, purple, pink, red, orange, and yellow. And oh, there's some cute little stickers that I didn't notice before, so that's fun. And I also have purchased some individual crayons in colors that I feel I will use. So what I would like to do is I also have the Caran palette, which is textured on one side, smooth on the other, and it will help with the crayons. But what I would like to do is to work out how to use them as a soft background, because I don't really like to do detailed backgrounds. I kind of just like to do soft fadey color, and I've seen people create really beautiful results with these for backgrounds. So I have a book here. This is the May Gibbs Snuggle Pot, Cuddle Pie and Friends colouring book, which is May Gibbs writes classic Australian children's stories. She was writing in, I think, the 1920s, so about 100 years ago now. And I have done this page, which I used my, my Prismacolor pencils to colour, and I based the colouring off the actual flowers that we have here in Australia. I can't remember what they're called, but also from an original illustration that May Gibbs did that was very similar to this, that she had coloured herself. And so what I would like to do is to do some sort of soft, either blue or aqua or turquoise kind of background, just to finish it off. And I thought I would use it to try out the Neocolor 2s. So at the moment, this colour here is sticking out to me. It is called Sky Blue. That's very fitting. So what I have seen people do is to use the textured side of the palette, and you kind of rub the crayon on there to get a bit of a, you know, a bit of product on there, a bit of build up. And then this is going to be a little bit noisy, sorry. And then they use these makeup brushes to apply it. So I'm just going to grab a couple of different ones, because I don't know what I'm going to need. And I might start with maybe this little round one. So these are just cheap brushes, little round makeup brush, and then you just sort of pick up some of the product with the brush, not much seems to be coming up, so maybe I'm not doing this right. And then you kind of start to work it in onto the page. Oh, it is coming up, just not how I expected. Just going around in circular motions. Really doesn't seem to be coming up very well. I'm working it into the page. A bit like that. But I don't want it to, I want it soft, but I don't want this line here. I'm not quite sure how to get rid of that, so maybe I can do that a bit more with the water. I'll just keep trying. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but this is what I've seen others do, so maybe I just have to keep at it. Maybe I need a different brush, maybe that's the problem. I'm going to try this more flat brush. I think maybe they're too soft. I don't know, they do. Well, this is a learning moment, that is for sure. That's the point of these videos, I guess. I mean, it is working. It's just not coming up like I thought it would. And I do want it to be soft, but I also want to be able to see it. All right, let me see. I do have a water brush here. Let me see what this does. I'm not sure if I activate it on the page or if I activate it and then put it on. I can't tell what's happening. Maybe I activate it here. Aha. I think that's what I was supposed to do. All right. Now this bit is going to be darker than I want, but I think I've worked it out. So you draw it onto the palette, and then you use water to activate it, and then, oops, and then you put it on the page. So it's not how I thought, but that's okay. So I'm trying not to have it too dark. So if you have used Neocolor 2s before, and there are any techniques or tricks that you know of, oh dear, this brush is a bit hard to be accurate with. Please, please, please put any tips and tricks down in the comments for all of us who are just learning how to use these. I'm not sure how it's going to look when it dries either. If it's going to be blotchy or smooth. Put some more down on the palette, activate it. I mean, I don't mind too much if it's streaky because I did want it to be soft. But this is not at all giving the effect that I was expecting. I thought, from what I had seen others do, that these would give more of like a chalk pastel rubbed in kind of finish, but maybe that's the Neocolor ones. Is that the case? Does anybody know? I feel like I ruined my pretty picture. Oh well, you live and you learn, don't you? Just keep going. So again, thank you all for your kindness and patience with me while I've been dealing with the passing of my stepdad, who I had been caring for a long time. It has been very, very strange, not having nurses in the house and Mum and I having the house back to ourselves, not having him here, not having the constant not worry, but the constant thoughts in the back of your mind of, oh, where's Dave? What's he doing? Does he need help? We've got to do these meds at this time. He needs to do this at this time. So it's a really, really big change for both of us. Mum has taken a couple of months off work to just really get some rest and mourn and, you know, get some things around, get some things organized. We're actually going to be doing a really big switch around of rooms in the house. We live in a 2-story house, and currently pretty much I live upstairs except for the kitchen, which is downstairs, and we're going to swap things around so that I will be mostly downstairs and Mum will be mostly upstairs. So it kind of gives both of us a bit of our own space, but it just means that with my fibromyalgia and arthritis and things like that, I'm not having to manage the stairs multiple times every day. So I will have to come up to shower, but that's only once a day. So that will be really good. So it's going to be a huge job though, because pretty much every room in the house is going to have to be rearranged and reorganized, and we do have some people who will be coming to help us and some family will be helping, which will be lovely, but it's going to be such a big job. But I'm really, really excited to move downstairs and have the freedom of being able to freely move around and not having to worry about if someone comes to the door trying to get down the stairs to answer it, and things like that, that, you know, the people who don't have limited mobility don't even think about. But it will be really, really great. So yeah, I will have a room, a bedroom down there. I will have a room for working, even though I'm not currently working. There will be like a studio room for my graphic design and, well, for my work and my hobbies, basically, all my creative hobbies. And there'll be like a lounge room, and yeah, just lots of change. And I'm just so thankful to my mum for her care and consideration, and she's just an amazing woman. She's been a carer in some capacity all of her adult life, pretty much, and I find it really hard that with everything that she's been through and is going through, that she has to care for me in a lot of ways, but I'm also so very, very thankful that she is the kind of mother that will do that. I know not every mother would, and not every mother is able to, but I'm so thankful for her, and and thankful that I can be there for her during this time after losing her second husband. So my dad passed away a number of years ago from illness, and now my stepfather has just passed away. So my poor mum really has been through a lot, and I am very, very glad that I can be here with her and support her and love her, and she's just incredible. She is honestly the most incredible person I know. Her love and her care and her drive and her resilience is just incredible. I'd like to think that I have some of that in me, which I do, but I also have other challenges, like my health, which do make life very, 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 very difficult at times. I certainly don't live the life of other people my age or similar, because I am very restricted in what I can do, and that is one of the reasons why I live at home with my mum. Also, it was to care for my stepdad, but yeah, it's kind of, in some ways it's worked out well because we're here together, dealing with things, and I feel like I'm rambling, sorry. And this bit is all really streaky. And I probably should have put something on the back of the, oopsies. Okay, so, oh, I just looked at this on screen. It looks terrible. It looks much better in real life. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it does look better in real life. So I will have to, when it's dry, I will take a photo and put it on Instagram so you can see what it looks like. But I feel like this was maybe a bit of a fail. Maybe I just need to keep working at it. That looks a bit nicer up there. What else do I have to share? I'm not really sure. Okay, so that little bit there is looking a bit better. So I went to a knee specialist this morning because I have terrible arthritis in my knees. But because I am still only in my 30s, almost my 40s, they can't do a knee replacement or anything like that because they have a bit of a limited lifespan, and I am too young. So I had I've previously had an injection of cortisone in my knee, which helped a little bit, not a whole lot, but I just today had a hyaluronic acid injection. I had only ever heard of hyaluronic acid on like anti-aging commercials and things, but it's what our joints are made from, or I don't know, something like that. So they've injected it in, and I'm feeling some improvement already, which is really promising. So hopefully I'll be in much less pain, at least in one part of my body. for a little while. It's supposed to last 7 to 12 months, so hopefully it does. Yeah, it was not a cheap treatment option, but it is much better than living in pain all the time until I can have a knee replacement. I don't even know how old they would want me to be, probably in my 50s or 60s, I don't know, so we shall see. Anyway, I think this is looking a bit better. Again, on the screen it's not looking that great, but in real life it is looking better. So I'm going to let that dry and then, yeah, post it on Instagram and probably in the community tab, and we shall go from there. So what did I learn? I learned that rubbing it on with a makeup brush didn't really seem to work for me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe the brushes aren't firm enough. I don't know, maybe I was just doing it wrong. It did work if I rubbed the crayon onto the palette and then used a water brush to then add it to the page. But I'm not sure that that's the way you're supposed to do it. But it did kind of work, so that's something. I am really happy with most of this page. We'll see how the background turns out. I have made a bit of a mess in some places, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, I'm really happy with the pencil coloring of this page anyway. Yeah, so let me know if this was helpful in the comments. Again, if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. I would love to hear about them. And I'm trying out a new tripod that actually stands on the ground, because I was finding when I was coloring the table would shake and then the whole thing would shake, but I can't see that it's much better, so I'll have to work out what I want to do. Maybe when I'm downstairs and have things set up I can find another solution. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful in some way. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you liked my content, and click the little notification bell if you would like to be notified whenever I put out new content, and that way you don't miss a thing. So yes, that was me learning how to use the Caran Neocolor 2 Aquarelle Crayons. And I have run out of things to say. So I will see you next time. Bye.